My people, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending from where you listen to the sound of my voice. When the Biafrans speak, we speak with authority. We ain't scared to speak truth to power. So please listen to this great man as he calls on the attention of the Nigerian government to release Nnamdi Kanu. Please watch this.
Of this country, of which we have gradually lost. As a child, I can beat my chest today that I'll be one of the few here standing that saw war as a child. What is happening in Nigeria today, especially in the north, Nigeria is at war. We must call it that. We must wage what is happening in the north, confront it as we are fighting war. I want to speak, Mr. Speaker, on Nigeria as a sovereign nation. The news of the capture of this and summary execution of Brigadier General M. Oba by Aswad really broke my mind. Back to where we stopped. If terrorism can move freely, terrorists can move freely like this, what is sovereign about Nigeria?
Listen.
Some people were shouting Nigeria is a sovereign nation. We don't need America. We don't need anyone. But Nigeria went to Congo. Nigeria went to Liberia through ECOMOG to help them out. We need help this time. Even if it's coming from Mali, from Chad, from Burkina Faso, we need help. Our children are being molested in the north. Our girls are being molested in the north. We were refugees during Nigerian Biafran war. As a child, I know how my parents suffered to keep me alive for that 3 years. But let us tell ourselves the truth. What kind of sovereignty allows terrorists to capture and kill a whole general like a common criminal? Because if terrorists can cross our borders at will, enter our villages at will, ambush military convoys at will, take entire towns at will, and now capture a brigadier general, then what exactly are we protecting with this so-called sovereignty? Is this sovereignty when terrorists are the ones controlling forests, highways, and communities? Is this sovereignty when commanders are killed and everyone stays silent, and our children out of school? We opposed the US when they wanted to help Nigeria destroy terrorists. We shouted, don't interfere, don't touch our sovereignty. But what is left is to protect when terrorists already operate like a government inside a government, a country that cannot secure its land is not sovereign. It is vulnerable. This is a personal opinion. A country where terrorists can humiliate military is not sovereign. It is under siege. A country that refuses international help while soldiers die is not sovereign. It is stubborn to its own destruction. If a general can fall like this, then all of us are naked. This is not time for pride. Take entire towns at will, and now capture a brigadier general. Then what exactly are we protecting with this so-called sovereignty? This is not a time for pride. This is not a time for ego. This is time to ask, what is sovereignty? What if it cannot save a single life of a Nigerian? Truly, a country of particular concern. As an opposition, I'm standing here to say that, Mr. President, I've observed over time since 99, he's a very courageous person. That's why in 99 in Lagos, I voted for him to be a governor. And I also saw his courage when, a minute after being sworn in, he removed the oil subsidy. Though timing was wrong, I saw his courage when he brought off 4 tax bill here, we passed. We saw his courage. And also I want to encourage him to extend that his courage. Today, our brother has been jailed for life, and the judge who jailed him saw before him what you are distracting me. The judge who jailed him or motor
Do you see what they are doing? Once Nnamdi Kanu's name was called up, now watch the distraction. Even in the House of Rep, look at the distraction. But let's continue. That's the game they play. Let's just continue. Take it back and listen. Listen.
Has been jailed for life, and the judge who jailed him saw before him what you are distracting me. The judge who jailed him or Motosho saw things before him that made him to jail him for life. Good enough. But Mr. President has the greatest opportunity now. I'm not a lawyer, but I'm a lawmaker. I'm not a lawmaker. I'm not a judge. I'm a lawmaker. What I am saying
Do you see how they roll in Nigeria? Those that say they believe in unity, do you see how they roll in Nigeria? Whenever the affairs of the Igbos are raised up, do you see how they roll? But when he was advocating for the North, they were silent. When he was speaking about the plight of the North, they were all silent. But the moment a Biafra name was raised up, you now see how they're acting, causing a commotion in the House of Rep, in the House of the lawmakers, to the whole world. This is the plight of we the Biafrans. We have no chance in Nigeria. They have condemned us to die. They have condemned us to fail in Nigeria. See the way this gentleman is fidgeting, he's staggering, stuttering, because they deliberately are distracting him. Because he raised up the name of Nnamdi Kanu. Let's take it back a bit. Listen.
And the judge who jailed him saw before him what you are distracting me. The judge who jailed him or Motosho saw things before him that made him to jail him for life. Good enough. But Mr. President has the greatest opportunity now. I'm not a lawyer, but I'm a lawmaker. I'm not a lawmaker. I'm not a judge. I'm a lawmaker. What I am saying today, that Mr. President please. Mr. President today has the greatest opportunity as a very courageous person, that today I know that
point of order.
The councils to Mazi Kalu Nwankwo has not gone for appeal. We are not appealing today. We are demanding today that within the ambits of law of these 60, 90 days, he has not gone
point
to
of
court.
order.
For Mr. President to give him a pardon and release Nnamdi Kanu to us. I rest my case.
You see the stress they gave to this man for just speaking out. one of their peers, one of their own, a colleague of theirs, to speak. Look at the way he was hushed down. Look at the pressure on him. Those who say, oh, go to your politicians to speak for you. They cannot speak for us. They've been silenced. Look at this man just trying to speak. See the way he was hushed. See the pressure on him. They were distracting him. They were shouting on him, bullying him to sit down. But when he was speaking about the knots, it was okay. They all loved it. They all paid attention. What manner of hypocrisy is this? For crying out loud. To the Biafrans, listeners all across the world, this is where we find ourselves, the conundrum we find ourselves in Nigeria. And we are saying enough's enough. We want out. We want out of Nigeria. We are done with Nigeria. Just see for yourself. See for yourself. See for yourself. They don't want to dialogue with us, but they want to dialogue and do partnership and peace deal with the terrorists. See for yourself. Everywhere we have gone is the same thing. The need of dialogue and coming together to ask, why are these people asking for this? Why are they asking for that? No, Buhari came with the military, Python dance, to kill us in the process. They went to the home of Nnamdi Kanu, a man on bail. They went to his home, and in the process, they killed 28 people. Even the dog of Nnamdi Kanu was not spared because they assumed Nnamdi Kanu has turned to a dog. And the dog was shot dead. That's how cruel, how evil that contraption Nigeria is. That even in your house of rep, people are not free to speak. Let this sink into your mind. Those who are saying you guys should go to your politicians. Their hands are tied. They cannot do anything for us. They cannot speak for us. They can only speak for the north. They can speak for the south belt. They can speak for the middle belt, but they cannot speak for the southeast. Once the name Biafra is brought up, this is what you get. Let it sink into your mind. Let this sink into your mind. I rest my case. For those that have ears, let them hear. For those that have ears, let them hear. No more talk.